Today is Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is, Tyler. I love you very much. Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm very thankful to have gotten the opportunity to go to college.
Yes, Tyler. That would be.
I'm very thankful for not getting infected with COVID-19.
Should we do a selfie?
Sure. I'm very thankful to be able to spend some time with you.
Me too.
I'm thankful I was able to get a haircut. I'm thankful I have food, especially this much.
I'm thankful too.
I'm thankful you got some peanut butter patties from the Girl Scouts, even though I only ate one cookie.
That works.
I'm thankful to have a mom that makes some pretty good pies.
Thank you, honey.
I'm thankful to have a computer. And thankful to have not accidentally dropped it or spilled liquid on it.
Yes, that's definitely a good plan.
I'm pretty sure I have a history of breaking every computer I ever had within a year.
Oh dear.
Don't I?
Well, could be about right.
I think I've managed to maintain this one for a pretty long time, though.
Oh, you better not say that too loud.
Oh, okay.
Don't tempt the gods or whatever. Don't tempt fate.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh. My intention was only to express gratitude.
No, I know, honey. You're right. All good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah. So what did you have to do to prepare the turkey?
Well, a lot of steps, Tyler. I chop all my own herbs, fresh herbs, and then I make a special seasoned butter, and then I smear it all over the turkey, and I actually put the butter mixture underneath the skin of the turkey on the breast. Fresh sage, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme. There's a little bit of shallot in it, the butter.
Is that part of the
Celery.
stuffing?
Well, I made stuffing with the spices in it too. And then I stuffed the bird with it to make it extra spicy. I also flavor it with onion and celery.
I'm assuming you got everything from Wegmans.
Did?
Thanks for making me a burrito and providing me with cheese and crackers earlier.
You're welcome, honey. Yep, I peeled 5 pounds of potatoes.
5 pounds of potatoes?
Yeah. So we'll have lots of leftovers for tomorrow. Plus I bought bread and Miracle Whip so we can have turkey sandwiches too if you like.
All right. My classes are all remote now.
Good.
So I can just stay home. All I have to do is keep up on my homework.
I thought you were all done. Not yet?
I'm not completely done with the semester. There's still the last week, basically finals week or so before
Oh boy.
winter break.
When's that? December?
Yeah, it's early December.
So you got a lot of studying to do.
Yeah, I registered for my last undergrad semester, Intermediate Spanish 2, and an art class.
You registered for an art class for next semester?
Yeah, I'm hoping to improve. I'm hoping that taking it will improve my skills in my hobby of drawing on blocks of styrofoam with Sharpie markers.
Cool. I bet it will.
And I also have a hobby of making animations on Vyond by also using Wrapper Offline and Camtasia.
Wow.
Excuse me.
That sounds good, Tyler.
Thanks for getting me Camtasia, by the way.
You're welcome, honey.
And that Bandy Cut combo.
You're welcome, hon.
Do you want to look at my city on Elvenar real quick? I know you're currently eating your Thanksgiving meal.
It's okay. Wow. That looks pretty impressive. Wow, you had to do all those things? Wow. It's on what? Avatar?
Elvenar.
Elvenar. Wow. Well, that's pretty nice. I like that castle.
You mean the town hall, main
Oh,
hall?
it's the main hall? Boy, it looks pretty fancy.
It's only at level 9. I've seen even more impressive ones.
Wow.
One of my current tasks is to actually upgrade it.
Cool.
Which I'm planning on doing after I get a city expansion, so I can place down this instant summoning that I got from the game event where I got the Witch's Hut. And the Witch's Hut is the building I have that is my sole source of remnant frogs, since I don't have the mercenary camp on the city yet.
Wow.
Also, thanks for getting Skyrim for me on Steam.
You're welcome.
And thanks for getting me Starfoam and Sharpie markers for Christmas.
You're welcome.
While I was with Dad over the past 2 weeks, or over the past fortnight, I made some styrofoams for him.
That was nice, guys.
Yeah. I made one of Cyclops and then Carnage.
Cyclops?
Yeah.
What's Carnage? Is it from a video game?
Technically, there's video games of Spider-Man.
Oh. Oh, it's from Spider-Man?
Yeah, I still remember that Christmas present Santa got me. Wink, wink. a Spider-Man plug and play.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. I wonder if we even have a TV where it'll plug in.
If the one in the basement still works, but I'm not sure.
A lot has changed in the past 15 years, that is for sure.
Yes, it has.
15 years is a lot of time for us, but a billion years is no time for the universe.
That's true. Yep. I would say so.
The stuffing's pretty good.
Thank you.
What did you use to make it?
Well, stuffing mix. First I took butter and I sauteed celery and onions in the butter. I threw in fresh thyme, fresh sage, a little poultry seasoning, some rosemary flakes, and then I cooked it in chicken stock and brought it to a boil, and then I threw in the stuffing mix, and that's it. I stuffed it in the dirt.
And for the cranberry sauce?
Oh, I took fresh cranberries, diced up fresh apples. I put a couple of oranges in there, and then I put sugar, water, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And I brought it to a boil and reduced it for a few minutes to cook it.
Yeah, it's got a tart taste to it.
Now, it is tart. I guess I didn't quite put all that much sugar in it. It's kind of tart.
Well, it doesn't need a ton of sugar anyway.
That's true. I guess cranberries are supposed to be tart.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, indeed.
You wouldn't believe how much sugar they put into soft drinks sometimes.
Yeah, I try to only drink one soft drink a day because you're right, it's filled with sugar. Pretty fattening.
Yeah. How often do you look at all the styrofoams in the basement?
Not too often. I've been kind of busy lately with work and that.
I took a picture of the styrofoam drying up Cyclops and the one for Carnage
Oh, yeah?
right before Dad took me to your place today, pretty much.
Great. I'll have to look later.
I stayed up, let's see, I think I woke up sometime around 5 in the morning to 6 in the morning-ish.
Wow.
And I spent some hours working on Carnage in order to finish him for my dad.
That was nice of you.
Oh, it's no problem. Dad does a lot of nice things for me.
Well, that's good, child. I'm glad. I'm glad you and your dad get along. That's important.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Tasty.
Mm-hmm. The 99th Dan Hamming has the working title of Dan Hamming and the Uber.
Oh yeah. Dan Hamming and the Uber, huh?
It depicts the Uber ride home, essentially.
Oh. Excuse me.
Your excuse. There's nothing wrong with burping, just make sure you say excuse me afterwards.
That's true. Would you like me to cut you some pie?
Yes, please, and can I please have some more milk?
Oh, yes, you can, Tyler.
Thank you. Well, I thought that was a corn kernel. Turns out it was part of the deviled egg.
Oh.
That mixture of mayonnaise, egg yolk, and I think cinnamon. What do you put on a deviled egg?
Well, you just hard boil the egg. And if you put a little baking soda into the water when you're boiling the eggs, then it's easier to peel the shells. And you should peel them right as soon as they get done. You boil them for about 10 minutes. And then as soon as they're done, you put them in a cold water bath. So you put cold water into your pan to get them cold right away. And then what you do is you rinse them under cold water first. And then you hit it to try to start the crack. And then you peel it. Cut it in half, and then you take out the yolk, and then you mix the yolk, smash it up with a fork. You mix the yolk with Miracle Whip, and you just beat it with a beater to get it creamy, and then you just put it back into the egg half, and then you throw on a little paprika. Milk's good, isn't it?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Want a whole glass?
Yeah, please.
All right. Hi.
Yeah. Well, we'll start with some pecan.
Want me to get you a little tiny piece of each?
Sure. It's only fair I try each one you made. The apple, then pecan, then pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, you remember when I tried to grow a pumpkin in the backyard, right?
Yeah, it didn't really work that well, did it?
Yeah, it germinated and technically was able to grow into a pumpkin. And I recall stopping by every now and then to watch it grow, but the pumpkin, it got attacked by a fruit fly.
Yeah, it did. It did, Tyler. It was unfortunate that happened.
And pumpkins are technically fruit since they have seeds.
Oops.
Just like how a tomato is a fruit because it has seeds.
Oh, is that what makes it a fruit?
Yeah, that it has seeds. A tomato has seeds.
Oh.
A kiwi is a fruit because it has seeds. A banana is not a fruit because it does not have seeds. It's a berry. A potato.
A banana is a berry?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And a potato is not a fruit because it does not have seeds. It's a starch, technically speaking.
Huh.
I especially like that pecan.
I had a feeling you did, Tyler. Since you asked Mom to make it.
I had thoughts of asking you to make a Kraft mac and cheese pie. I had thoughts of that, but I never got around to calling you and asking you to make that.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
It's not easy to get this out of here. It's kind of difficult. Like good old boys and beer. As long as you're right. Like good old boys and beer. As long as you're right here. Back a cup of coffee. Just gotta get the knife thing off. As long as you're right here. It's a match made up in heaven.
And what song is that?
Better Together by Luke Combs. That's a wet song.
I wonder how much work it takes to make one of these multiplayer games. Technically speaking, this is a freemium game. It's technically free to play.
Oh yeah? That's good.
But there's always microtransactions packed in.
Oh, there is. Oops, I got the knife. Like good old boys.
I think the only time I ever asked you to pay for microtransactions on a game I played was when I played The Sims 3.
Oh yeah?
So I could get special DLCs from The Sims 3 shop.
Oh yeah? That's good. I'm not very good at getting the pie out without destroying it.
It's significantly harder to preserve these kind of games than the typical single-player games. Because then in order to do that, you have to create private servers. And that has been done with Club Penguin.
Oh yeah?
Though I don't know if any are still up.
Club Penguin, huh?
And to be honest, I have no interest in playing Club Penguin even to this day.
Well, it's not a very interesting game.
Not to me, at least. I'm more interested in Elvenar for the sake of watching a city develop over time. And Iron Rage is what got me friends on Congregate, a site I spent many an hour playing games on to get the badges.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm also thankful you got me Go Animate back in 2013.
Oh, nice.
The only thing I've changed is discovering Go Anime earlier so that I maybe could have made more animations back in the day. I'm part of the Go Anime generation that emerged back in 2013 when grounded videos were first becoming a thing on YouTube.
Huh.
Well, this pumpkin pie is pretty good.
Thanks.
Also, the pepperonis for when including pepperoni slices back when I had crackers and cheese earlier.
Yeah.
I think it was at 3 p.m. or so. It was a nice touch. Thanks for the Kobe Jack and Pepper Jack. Those are the cheeses I had, right?
Yes. They were good, weren't they?
Yeah, and thanks for the green tea citrus.
You're welcome.
How healthy is the Lipton green tea
I
citrus?
don't know, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really even read the bottle to see how fattening it was.
Well, I saw the label. It's 100 calories.
Could be worse.
Yeah,
A soda is about 240.
pretty much.
Apple's pretty good.
Yeah. Did you give me a slice of the apple?
I think it's on the other side of your plate. Opposite from where you're eating.
I think you just may be right. It seems buried to me, but I just know I'll find it at some point.
It's buried. I
Yeah,
think it's actually on the other side where you are.
where I'm at.
It's at about 3 o'clock. Or 2, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. The apple pie. If your plate were a clock. I think it's right there, isn't it?
I think you might be right. Yeah, what did you have for breakfast today?
Nothing.
You had nothing for breakfast?
Nope. I knew I was going to be eating a big meal today.
Oh. If I recall, I didn't have much of a breakfast either.
What'd you have?
Didn't I tell you earlier?
I don't think so. I see that Dad brought some cinnamon rolls over though.
Yeah, I think I had... Let's see. Oh, if I recall, the other night Dad had a family meal coupon for Burger King, and what would normally cost $24 only cost $12.
Huh.
For breakfast, I had a Whopper, and some fries from Burger King.
Oh.
And Dad provided me some ketchup for the fries. And I also dipped the Whopper into the ketchup.
That's cool.
In fact, if I recall, I used up pretty much all of the ketchup dipping the Whopper into it.
Cool.
No more after this.
Are you full?
Feeling pretty full.
Me too. Yeah, pretty good meal.
Do you have any coffee?
Yes, I do have coffee. This time of night, won't it keep you up?
Probably not. Even if it does, it's still Thanksgiving break.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I can make coffee in a minute when I'm doing my pie.
All right. Thanks.
Welcome.
I think I can at last see the apple pie.
Well, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dad said you've been liking apt to eat apples lately.
You know what they say about fruit?
It's good for you?
What?
It's good for you?
Well, they are good for you, but maybe not as good as vegetables. And fruit is nature's candy.
Ah. Well, that's true.
What I'm currently doing in regards to the 99th Dan Hamming, I'm currently lining up a kick sound effect to the scene I'm currently working on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
When I was at Dad's place, I spent some time working on my mod load order, Skyrim,
Oh, that's good.
in order to tailor the game to be exactly what I want it to be when I at last play it. I'm going to record with Bandicam and use that computer mouse I got at Barnes & Noble and that I initially got so I could play shooter games on Congregate better.
That's good.
Because you can't, generally speaking, you can't use the keyboard and the touchpad at the same time without causing some kind of complications. Generally speaking, such as touchpad movements being unresponsive. That's the main complication. If the mouse I bought at Barnes & Noble a while back, I can move that mouse while using the keyboard.
Huh.
Thus making me significantly more effective when playing shooter games. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Tyler. nice.
Thanks for the coffee, Mom.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
You didn't notice any snow recently?
Not really. I've been working a lot, so I didn't really.
I only really noticed a flaking of snow the other day. Basically,
Really?
snow dust.
Huh. Wow.
I've had this sort of expectation that there would be snow by Thanksgiving. After all, this is the United States, where, typically speaking, you tend to get a foot of snow at some points in the
that's
winter.
okay with me. I don't like to drive in it because it gets me scared.
You're at an increased risk of slipping in the winter due to the ice.
Yeah, I don't want to break any more bones. That's for sure.
Same here. It would impact me pretty negatively if I broke one of my leg bones.
Yeah, I'll say. I agree with you there.
Even with college classes being remote due to the ongoing pandemic.
Yeah. Breaking a bone is no party.
That's for sure. Depending on what bone you break, it can be pretty traumatic.
Yeah, can be for sure. Pretty much suck.
Breaking one of your tibulas is much more serious than, for example, breaking one of your pinkies.
Yeah. Yeah, if you broke your tibia, that would suck.
Yeah.